Good morning and welcome to another episode of Sunday Story. Bore da, croeso I episode arall Stori Dydd Sul. I think I got away with that. Look, we've been doing this long enough now, haven't we? You know the score. Every Sunday we all jump on YouTube together and we hear a story from the Jesus Storybook Bible. Read by Ian and Bethan, myself, Sammy, and usually a host of cuddly toy characters who help us see and understand the theme of the story this week. Well, I'm excited to say today we have a new guest with us. We have someone making their debut appearance, and they are here specifically to help us to think about the story of Jesus, the friend of little children. Intrigued? Interested to find out who this mystery guest is? Well, all you have to do is stay exactly where you are, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
The friend of little children. Jesus' friends were arguing. Who's the most important helper in God's kingdom? They wanted to know. I am, James said. No, you're not, said Peter. I am. Nonsense, Matthew said. I am the cleverest. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Yes, no, am too. This silliness went on and on like that for some time. You see, Jesus' friends had started thinking that they had to do something special to make themselves special to Jesus. If they were the cleverest, or the nicest, or something, Jesus would like them best.
But they had forgotten something God had been teaching his people all through the years. That no matter how clever you are, or how good you are, or how rich you are, or how nice you are, or how important you are, none of it makes any difference. Because God's love is a gift, and as anyone will tell you, the whole thing about gifts is they're free. All you have to do is reach out your hands and take them. So while Jesus' friends were arguing, some people who knew all about getting gifts, in fact you might have called them gift experts, they'd come to see Jesus. And who were these experts? Well, they were little children, of course.
Jesus' helpers tried to send them away. Jesus doesn't have time for you, they said. He's too tired. But they were wrong. Jesus always has time for children. Don't ever send them away, Jesus said. Bring the little ones to me. Now, if you had been there, what do you think? Would you have had to line up quietly to see Jesus? Do you think that Jesus would have asked you how good you'd been before he gave you a hug? Would you have to be on your best behaviour and get dressed up and not speak until you were spoken to?
Or would you have done just what these children did? Run straight up to Jesus and let him pick you up in his arms and swing you and kiss you and hug you and then sit you on his lap and listen to your stories and your chats.
You see, children loved Jesus, and they knew that they didn't need to do anything special for Jesus to love them in return. All they needed to do was to run into his arms, and so that is just what they did.
Well, after all the laughing and games, Jesus turned to his helpers and said, no matter how big you grow, never grow up so much that you lose your child's heart, full of trust in God. Be like these children. They are the most important in my kingdom.
Well, that's it. Another episode of Sunday Story in the bag, and we really should say a big special thank you to Thomas Bach for joining us. Thank you so much for coming along, dude. Now you know exactly what time it is, don't you? It's time to go off and to be creative, to do a craft, to draw a picture, maybe even write a song that helps you to think about the sorts of things we learnt in today's story. To do that now, and then come back together on Zoom at 11:30 to say hello to everyone, to show off what you've done, and to spend just a couple more minutes thinking about today's story. If you've never joined us on Zoom and you want a code, please do get in touch. We'd love to have you. Otherwise, there's nothing left for me to say except perhaps, on your marks, get set, go!